I might come back over here and get me a hat.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You want to get a hat and some gloves, man?
Nah, I'm okay for right now.
'Cause I am a little chilly actually, or maybe a jacket or some shit. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are in Times Square right now, and this is my son David. We haven't had a chance to come to Times Square together. So, David, what is your first impression of Times Square? How do you feel?
Bright, busy.
It's
I
crazy,
feel amazing.
right?
This place is never asleep, obviously, but you know, they really didn't tell you how much never asleep really meant. I don't go to bed.
Yeah, man. New York is not a. It's a city that never sleeps. You know, I love it here. I love it. So we were having a good conversation about swirling, and we were laughing. Somebody called it KKK, and but we were both talking about swirling.
Oh,
So
boy.
David, what do you think about swirling? Like you live in Arizona where there's a
Swirling
lot of
capital.
interracial relationships.
Swirling capital.
So what do you think? What do you think about white women compared to black women?
I mean, if you're talking about quality, I'm always going to say black women are better. But I mean, if we're talking about just damn better for you, I mean, this is common sense. I mean, let's just go down the list of things that are very important. When you wake up every morning and you turn around and you see the object of beauty, if it's not a black woman, there's something's probably wrong with you. Just being honest. You know,
Wow.
you see anything else other than a black woman, then I'm sorry. You know, that's your mistake. In my opinion, you know, you can have your own opinion, but that's just my opinion on it.
Oh no, that's what do you guys think? I think that it's important for men to express public love and appreciation toward black women as a collective, and you know, because there's so many people that want to diss just black love, black people, black women want to diss black men, black men want to diss black women.
I can't stand that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You're gonna literally just look at your mom and dad and tell them that they're trash.
Wow.
When you look at the opposite sex of your same belief and same race and say, hey, you know, you don't jive with me because I just can't fuck with you. I mean, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Well, that is true. I mean, if you reject black women, you're rejecting your own mother, which might say you might have mommy issues. Now this, I've never seen this before. This is new. We're in Times Square, by the way, because we're in New York. We're doing our. He's here. David's here working with me on the investment seminar we're doing on Sunday. If you want to come out, go to drboycenewyork.com. You can actually get your discount passes there. So here's a random lady wearing a Mickey Mouse costume. Okay, very nice. And this is a big statue. Yeah, I know, right? I have never seen this statue before. So I guess Times Square, they just. Does anybody know anything about this?
Yeah, Kahinde Wiley. Does anybody know about that?
Yeah, look at that. Well, here we go. Rumors of War is American artist Kahinde Wiley's first public sculpture and a direct response to the Confederate memorials that populate the United States. Mounted proudly on its large stone pedestal, Wiley's monumental bronze sculpture features an African-American man dressed in urban streetwear sitting in a striking pose astride a massive horse. Rumors of War is powerful repositioning of young black men in our public consciousness and engages the national conversation around monuments and their role in telling incomplete narratives and perpetuating contemporary inequities. Very interesting, very fascinating. Brooklyn in the house. Well, you should come out Sunday. drboycenewyork.com. Come on. So here's Kahinde's. All right. So it's a black man. Oh, I love it. And it's a sculpture. Look at this. Look at what this black man did. How beautiful is this, y'all? Tell me what you think about this. This is dope, right? Hey, what's up, Annette? How are you?
Hey, but you know, about that whole swirling thing, it's not like we all haven't made mistakes. I don't know about boys, but I know I have.
Yeah. Well, we all make mistakes. I mean, that's a given. What am I doing in Times Square right now? We are in Times Square because Sunday we're doing. I'm doing a big investment seminar here. It's 8 hours long in the DoubleTree Hotel at 529 Lexington Avenue. drboycenewyork.com. That's drboycenewyork.com. And some of y'all asked me if I was still going on the Breakfast Club this week. It won't be Thursday or Friday. I just thought that they had just decided to go in another direction. But I heard from Charlemagne today, and he said, we're going to try to get you in on Monday. So, and I didn't ask him, to come in because I'm okay with not going on. But he did actually volunteer that information. So yeah, I guess I assume that means they're serious. Either way, though, I've been on their show enough times, and I respect Charlemagne. So, there's not much he could ever do that would make me not respect and appreciate the support that he's given through the years. So Charlemagne's all right. Charlemagne's my guy. So here's a statue. Check this out. Look at this. Right in the middle of Times Square, big black man on a horse. And you caught it first that he had dreads.
Yeah, he had dreads. Can't miss those, right?
Yeah, nice.
It's a self-identifying issue right there. We got lots. It's probably one of us.
That's what's up, man. That's all right.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, so we were talking about swirling and walking through Times Square. How many of y'all have been to Times Square? Give me a yes or no if you've been to Times Square before. Yes or no. Give me a yes or no if you've been to Times Square. Kara says, swirling's bad. Stacy Doe, yes. Miss Lovely, Olivia, yes. Annette, no. You got to come out here, Annette. Yeah, look, this is almost midnight. Is today Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. It's not even a weekend. And it's almost midnight, and look at this. Look at all the action that there is here. Even though it's not even it's midnight, it's not even on a weekend. Like Times Square never sleeps. Let's walk. You know what? Let's stay over on this side, man. Let's go this way.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know who that person is. George M. Coleman. I don't know who that person is. Yeah, I know there are people who hate Times Square, but I love it, man. I love it. Like, to me, the most fun is like when you get a hotel room that's like right in the middle, where you walk out and you're right in the middle of this. It's like the craziest, coolest stuff ever.
Well, some people don't like Times Square.
People don't. I think they're just being negative assholes. Like I just think, I'm kidding. If you don't like Times Square, I'm not making fun of you. But I'm just kind of like, what's there not to like? Every week it changes. There's interest lights and all kinds of people and from all countries around the world. Look. Oh, we saw a movie tonight called Parasite.
That Korean film? Yeah.
Yes, Parasite was a Korean movie with subtitles. And I went to see it because I saw that it got great reviews, like almost perfect scores on Rotten Tomatoes, right? This movie was crazy. You guys have to see it. Now this is a very scary look. We got the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty here, all right? And but the movie was so good, guys. If you want to go see a good movie, I don't know if it's shown in every city though. It might be something that's only shown in a few cities, but it's called Parasite. My coworker's cousin in Holland loves you. Oh wow! Well, tell your coworker's cousin in Holland that I said I love him or her too. Whoever they are, I love them too. If you showing love, then I got love right back at you because I appreciate you guys. I'm glad to know that there are some Negroes out here as crazy as me who don't think that black power is a foreign concept or that there's something wrong with being black and intelligent and aren't afraid to speak the truth and aren't scared because I'm too black. I used to get fired from jobs for being too black. Anybody else ever get fired, almost fired from your job for being too black? Yeah, being black sucks sometimes because if you're too woke, it's like a curse. It can be like a curse because the things that seem logical to you scare everybody else.
Your best family treat you like you got or something. Don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, because you'd be like, how come y'all hired 187 people and only 2 of them were black?
They'd be like, because it's logical. It's mostly white people
right here. Right. Oh yeah, they'll just be like, why are you making trouble? I'm not making trouble. I'm just asking a simple fucking question. Why is it that you have 187 managers that you've hired and only 2 of them are black? Is there something wrong with me for asking that question?
I think the funny thing about the question is usually it's obvious and nobody else wants to ask it.
Right.
Yeah, it's very obvious. Then it's like, why are you asking the obvious question? The obvious question is we racist.
Right, exactly. Well, I compare it to like when you argue. You ever have an argument? Anybody in here ever have an argument with one of your parents and they're debating with you and then you start winning the argument and then they just come and say, because I said so. That's kind of what they do to us. Like they'll debate, they'll entertain that shit for a minute, and then when you start winning the argument, they'll be like, "Because we said so, because we're white and you're not." Shut your black ass up. Yep, that's my dad, says Daisy. Your dad is out here? Okay, so wait, she's voguing. Nowadays, you can't tell if you're looking at men or women, so I'm trying to figure that out. It's like, for real, you can't tell, man. You can't tell. I never assume.
What's it called? Atlanta syndrome?
I'm gonna tell you, man. 2 types of technology we must fear is artificial intelligence, where the robots take over, and that damn gender reassignment. Like they create every day. The fake titties get tittier and tittier. The fake booties get realer and realer. And now the dudes are having periods. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, something with the yeah, they had a campaign about Playtex or somebody, how they were mad because they were making their tampons only for women, or only putting women's images on the tampons. Like they were like, we want to have periods too, always. Oh, somebody help me with that. I don't remember that. Go ahead. What's that?
I thought they wanted to be women anyway, so why would they care if women were on the box in the first place?
I don't know why anybody, even if you want to be a woman, why would you want to have a period?
That's true.
I hear periods are terrible.
I heard it's cramping and all sorts of crazy crap that go along with it.
Ladies, are periods as bad as we've been led to believe that they are? Because I ain't never heard Alicia happy about a cycle. I'm not trying to say too much of her business, but look at this picture of Snoop Dogg. Damn, he looks sick in this. What the hell is
everybody
that?
else look like they're normal?
I know, right? Damn. Oh, no, thank you.
They did it again. Look over there. There's Nicki
What?
Minaj.
Where? Which one's Nicki Minaj? At the top? Huh? Oh, no, thank you. Oh, look at that. We got the ghetto photography. Oh. I don't got no change. You got no change? Yes. he said Snoop Dogg had AIDS. Oh, you got something for the brother right here? Yeah, give him a little something. Yeah, that's my son David. That's my homeboy right there. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
man.
Sorry.
That's messed up. Who said Snoop Dogg had?
Yeah, I
Trying to get us in trouble saying
Let's see. I
crazy
think Karis Ben Israel said Snoop Dogg had AIDS. I hear spreading rumors.
Israel?
No, yeah, Ben Israel said Snoop Dogg had AIDS.
Well, how you doing, Aki? You doing all right?
Aki?
Aki?
What's that?
That's your brother. Hebrew.
Oh, real? Oh, okay. YouTube search the story of Jason Pope. It's the story the majority of black YouTubers avoid talking about. Who's Jason Pope? Is that DJ that was giving everybody AIDS?
What?
Or is there another story? I don't know who Jason Pope is.
Hold on. I'm about to look this up.
I didn't know he had a son. Yeah, David's he's not my biological son, but that's my son. I used to change his diapers, man. That's my buddy right here.
Are you talking about this dude? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the white boy that
white boy.
gave everybody. Well, you just got to be careful because you got people out here that are really sexually active in an irresponsible way, and so I don't know how you prevent and avoid all the potential catastrophes that are out there.
I mean, come on, like people out here kind of being reckless nowadays.
Well, I think that people don't understand, like, when you sleep with somebody, you really are putting your life on the line.
Right.
Like I accept that, right? Like I accept, long ago when I was single, I accepted that every time I laid down with a woman, I was putting my life on the line, my reputation on the line, maybe my freedom on the line. If she decided to falsely accuse me or whatever, I'd be in trouble. So I would take time to get to know the woman to make sure to check where her integrity was.
And that's a matter of choices. Because you see these ones out here, they just mess around with anything. Like,
Yeah.
No choices in whatsoever. No, not really integrity. Like, it's like being picky. There's nothing wrong with being picky. I promote being picky. Be as picky as you want to be. Because if you settle, you are settling for shit. And that's it. That's it. You settle for anything, you settle for shit.
Yeah.
You're not happy with it. In reality.
Yeah. Well, I try to be picky. For me, I was always picky because I felt that, my life was valuable. Like, I'm not, my seed is valuable.
Right.
My sanity is valuable. Like, I'm not going to just put that in the hands of any woman that's got a big butt and a smile. And so it's not to say that I mean, people are gonna have sex. It's natural. That's what human beings do. But you know, every time I laid down with any woman, I always knew. Okay, I would ask myself, Boyce, okay, is she worth the risk? And if you don't know her, you don't know if she's worth the risk. Look, check this out, Dave. This is Times Square. Why gamble with your life?
Right.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that conversation can be had without it becoming self-righteous and all about, you know, everybody has to be abstinent and all that. I don't think you have to do that. Wow, look at that. Look at that, brother. This brother looked like It the Clown if he was a runaway slave. Oh yeah, New York. Well, the interesting thing about New York is that you have lots of people doing very interesting things and nobody gives a shit because everybody's just got their own unique, you know, style. You know, like nobody's really. One lady told me she was walking down the street in New York and she was walking next to this man for like a block, and then she looked down and realized he was totally naked. Yeah, but he was painted. He was like painted, so she couldn't tell that he was totally naked. But yeah, the dude was like naked, and she didn't even care because people don't really make eye contact like that. It's like whatever, whatever you're doing is what you're doing. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I won't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. This is a NASDAQ. Sorry, not NASDAQ. Scratch that. This is a CNBC studio, apparently, where they talk about the NASDAQ. So they got the NASDAQ symbols up here. Gotta love my city. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Yeah, so we decided to have our next investment seminar here. It's gonna be on Sunday. If you wanna come out, you can go to drboycenewyork.com. This way you can get your discounted pass. They're gonna cost more at the door and we're probably going to sell out. I get a lot of good love in New York and I'm so happy with the people, especially Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn is a city where I've gotten the best reception of all the cities we've gone to. And we just travel, you know, to different places and our message is Black financial intelligence, Black financial literacy, Black empowerment. We teach it in a very unique way. You guys know that. You guys watch this channel, so you know that I can break things down in a way that's, I think, not done really anywhere else. And so this is what we're doing. So we're going to have the whole day. David's going to be there. Alicia's going to be there. Yeah, my fiance, my queen, yep. The whole team's going to be there. And it's a good opportunity for those who want to, you know, network in terms of business and meet other Black people that are doing things similar to you. We're going to form an investment club that day. We're also going to have the Wall Street lawyer come in, Mary Dean.
Yeah, if you don't get to come to the event, look up the investment club afterwards because there's still an opportunity for you to be a part of your community.
Yes.
That's something that we've been trying to push to people everywhere we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like even this isn't being reiterated enough. We've got to start these investment groups, guys. We've got to start these investment plans that are actually building our community back up. If we don't, we're just going to be sitting here meeting and talking to each other and shaking hands like Sunday church. It's not what we are.
Yeah, for sure. So we talk about everything, like the 3 C's of forming your own economy, basically what it takes to build an economic engine. Economic engine is anything that puts additional income in your pocket. And so we kind of break all these things down. I really enjoy breaking it down. It's going to be a lot of fun. So feel free to come out. You can go to drboycenewyork.com. And if you just want to see the digital side, like you can't make it and you want to see the digital lectures, you can go to drboycemasterclass.com. We actually recorded the lectures from a previous event, so you can go watch those if you want to learn the material. But the learning is only part of it. It's actually the networking and being a part of an economy. That's what really adds the most value. You know, we're going to a pitch competition where people will go up for about 90 seconds and talk about their business. And then we'll kind of vote and see whose business was the best. And, you know, and you can find investors that way, all kinds of stuff. So it's a really good crowd. Now look at that. What are they doing? Let's see what he's doing.
That's why I want to get my donation first. And try it out from New York. I know what the deal is. Yeah, I know. You're another one.
What the fuck is he doing? Let's go. Is he a comedian or something? Wait, what?
I don't know. He's asking people to give him money first before he performs, so he must be good.
Oh.
Have tickets?
Oh, no, thank you.
You're welcome, uncle.
Love my city, but can't live there anymore. What?
On the Galaxy, the Samsung? Oh,
What did you see?
You might see it again.
What did they show?
Just wait a minute. You might not. I guess so.
What were you looking for? What did you see?
It was a black man wearing earrings, like, and not regular earrings. Like,
Oh, really? Oh, well, I guess that's normal now.
man, that's not normal.
I don't know, man.
What does everybody else think? Y'all think they're trying to intimidate black men? Or is it just me?
Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely trying to make the black man feminine. But you know, that's the key though, right? Like, I guess if you're a man and you're in a competition, everybody's trying to dominate you and emasculate you and feminize you. But a real man doesn't let that happen. That's it. You know, that's all it is to it, you know. Like when you play in a basketball game, the other team's goal is to disempower you, to dominate you. And if you allow them to do that, and then all you do is can sit back and bitch and complain about it, then, you know, then you deserve to be dominated. Wow, look at all these polo shirts. I've never seen like a whole polo store. What I love down here is how everything just kind of stays open. I think he's... Oh, shit. Okay.
They're just moving scaffolding. That's all they do.
Wait, shit. Let me back up off of this. Oh, shit, falling on top of my head.
Used to work on this stuff.
At the investment seminar, do you talk about real estate investment? Yeah, we actually have real estate investment as one of the things we cover, but that's not the primary focus. There is a lot of talk about stock market investing, family unit investing, long-term wealth building strategies for the family, building like a family bank that allows you to make financial moves as a family unit. And real estate is part of the discussion, but it's not like we have a real estate expert there. What? Oh, look at that. Well, that's pretty cool. Wow. He went all out with that one, didn't he?
They're pretty decent with that one.
Yeah. He said donate first. Wife and I are coming to one of the seminars real soon, Dr. B. All right, awesome, man. Well, I look forward to seeing you. New York, yes. Oh, and by the way, if you come out Sunday, the children's tickets are half the price of the adult tickets. So if you want to bring a child, just make sure your child can sit there for 8 hours. So, and most people don't bring little children like 6 years old, 7 years old. Except I think one lady had her 8-year-old son, and he did a good job. He actually enjoyed it. He sat there for the whole 8 hours. And if a child can't sit through it, they're going to be well ahead of everybody else, well ahead of the curve. Because the way we explain things is done in a way that even a 7-year-old can understand it. So, you know, the thing that we're really good at is taking these complicated concepts around wealth and investing and making them very, very simple, easily digestible. Because my goal is to help you find the investor that was always inside of you and just kind of waking that part of you up, as opposed to turning you into something other than what you already are. I hope you come back out to Oakland. I'm supposed to go to Oakland, I think, in January. There's a church that's bringing me out here. Look. Oh, what a great shirt. David. Fuck you, you fucking fuck. Look at
that.
What? Wow.
I don't know what he's advertising.
Everybody's competing for attention.
No, she's a smart one. I'm not from here.
When am I coming back to Charlotte? I don't plan to come to Charlotte anytime soon. We'll probably put Charlotte on the list sometime next year because because we haven't been there in a while. Oh, all right, brother. Thank you. I went to Hershey's and I bought a s'more. Alicia would kill me. She knew I was eating this shit. So I'm gonna eat it very slowly. Probably eat it over a 30-day period. Take one bite per day. They have good souvenir shops. So before you go, man, you should probably come back over and grab some souvenirs.
Yeah, I might. I'm gonna grab her something. Grab a little something, nothing too crazy.
Yeah. When will you start going to the continent? I'm going to Ghana next year. Probably May. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But that's more of like a family trip. But I'll probably do some business there too. Please put us on the list, says Big J. Us. I don't know what us is. I'm sorry. That shirt is so New York. And would love to come to Denver. I have a goddaughter that's in Denver. We did a thing in Denver. We might do another thing. Vicky Dillard's in Denver, so that's easy for me to set something up with Vicky. Vicky Dillard. That's my girl. Superstar. Super duper star. She is awesome. Oh, and if you live in Chicago, two things are happening if you live in the Chicagoland area. We're having actually a spades tournament on November 10th. We're just gonna something social for fun. And then also brother Wesley Muhammad hit me up and he wants to do a manhood summit down at that theater. I forgot what it is right on the south side. And I was really honored. They actually moved the date so that I can make it, and I appreciate that very much. Because Wesley Muhammad, now that's a real one right there. That's a great black man. He's just one of the people that's really, I think, part of the fabric and the backbone of the whole community. I have a lot of respect for Wesley Muhammad. You guys should really look him up. He means put Charlotte on the list. Oh, absolutely. Also, when will you be starting a business that we can buy shares in? Probably not for a while. I may start an investment club, but when you offer shares to the public, you have to do it in a certain way, or the Securities and Exchange Commission will come to your house and put you in jail. So you have to be very cautious about offering shares to the public. If I could do that, I would have done that a long time ago, because it'd be great to be able to find alternative ways to raise money. But there's a strong process. And look at this car.
Oh,
that's a nice Corvette, right?
That's not the only reason too, boys.
And it's not even expensive either.
You know, the fact is that money is our money, right? We put it up on the IPO, then anybody can take that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you go public, then other people own your company. You don't actually own it. But you can still maintain a certain percentage of ownership. You know, like you can maintain majority ownership or something like that.
Right in my pocket.
Out of your pocket, folks.
Did he really put that in his pocket?
He called him pork chop too.
Damn. That's like some Debo shit. Good Lord.
You want to take my advertising? You want to take this from advertising?
When are you and Dr. Anderson coming back on? Oh, yeah, Dr. Anderson, we couldn't do today, but we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I don't know what time. I got to look at my calendar. But I asked Taryn, my producer, to reschedule Dr. Anderson. So we'll be on tomorrow. Go to the Hebrew Israelites, says Civil Repair. Swirling is race mixing, says Kobe. Corvettes are very uncomfortable. Yes, they are, but they drive. They're so much fun to drive. Are you doing any seminars in LA anytime soon? I was out of town last time. We'll probably do something in LA soon. But we did do something the last seminar in LA, so we want to cover some more cities. But, you know, eventually we'll come back for sure. I appreciate your interest. And also we have stuff that we do online, so if you can't make it live, you can always go do stuff with us online at drboycemasterclass.com. Look at that, suits.
Now, this is what I want to know. Are there any brothers and sisters
Alabama.
that make suits?
What do you say?
Yeah, brothers and sisters that make suits.
Oh, yeah. And black people always make the best suits, don't we?
Really?
Yeah.
I've never actually seen it.
The people who do it well, they do it better than. I mean, well, we kind of do everything better than everyone when we do it our best. Yeah, we're just kind of amazing like that. Alabama, I don't know about Alabama.
Probably not top.
Alabama is a tough sell just because of the mindset, unfortunately, of some of the states in the South. You know, this whole blackety-black thing. It works in, like, Houston, but in certain parts of the South, people aren't quite ready for that because they, you know, scared to piss off their boss, and, you know, white people carry guns and terrorize them, and and they're still hoping this cooning thing is going to work out for them and all that. So, what?
Excuse me, I'm ready.
Apparently, he's fascinated with this. Oh, Weed Royal candies. So he's going over to the weed truck. I don't know what that. Space cakes, vapes, concentrates, Gorilla Glue, Strawberry Kush, Pineapple Express, Blue Dream, Platinum Girl Scout cookie. So you can't walk up to the window and buy?
No, I mean, you know, there's laws here, so I might have to knock on the window, but I don't know. There's those.
Well, it's good advertising. Well-designed truck. Dr. Boyce, check out the Red Rooster in Harlem. Okay, sure will. It isn't real marijuana, says Alicia. Doc, what is the topic today? Well, we were talking about swirling. We all agreed that that's kind of yeah.
No, there's a lack of forewarning and foreknowing that that's just a bad idea. In my section from experience, it's just a bad idea.
All that interspecies mating.
That's nothing. We're all the same species, but there is definitely a different culture. There is definitely a different type of person that they are, and we may be different. You know, it's all humans, but they're different people for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's not all people. We need to realize that.
You know, I never swirled for two reasons. One, I'm just not attracted to women who are not black. And then two, I just love black women enough that since I can only marry like one, then why would I make that one not a black woman? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I think that's kind of what it is. It's just sort of like, there's only one of me. Maybe if there were 1,000 of me, maybe that would be different. I don't know. But given there's one of me, it's like, well, if one black woman isn't any good or doesn't work for you, you just pick a different one.
I can honestly say a black woman has fulfilled me 10 to 15 times more than any Caucasian woman ever has. You know? And I don't mean that in like a hateful way. I mean that in terms of like just being able to understand what I go through on a daily basis. You know, being able to understand what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling at that time, if it's a silly thing to feel. I think that's important. You know, I think it's extremely important. Yeah, you might be like, well, you don't need race to, the same race to understand that. Yeah, but experiences and culture are kind of wrapped around race in this country, unfortunately. So, you know, being black is like automatically saying, damn, we have something that we definitely can just rip on together. You know, so.
Yeah, right on.
And not just the pain either. I mean, just the good stuff too, you know. There's a lot of the benefit with being the black woman versus being with the Caucasian woman in terms of knowing yourself. You learn more about yourself, about why your mom made certain decisions when you were a black woman versus a Caucasian woman.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
That's an excellent point.
Right, exactly. Stuff you wouldn't see Becky's mama do.
That is so true.
You're right.
That is so true. You see that Sheraton Hotel
Which one?
straight ahead?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Sheraton. I think Al Sharpton used to have his National Action Network events there. And one time, Obama, when he got elected, let's make this right here. When he got elected, he came to that Sheraton to speak, if I'm not mistaken, at the National Action Network conference, and it was like right during rush hour, so they literally shut down Midtown Manhattan during rush hour so that Obama could come and speak to Al Sharpton's people. Yeah, that was like a hell of a power move, like very interesting. Because I remember I was trying to get through the crowd because I was invited, but I couldn't get through the crowd, like the security. It got to the point where, because I was a few minutes late, I couldn't get through security. Because I remember I texted Tamika Mallory at the time and said, you know, can you guys let me in? And she said, no, they're not letting anybody else in.
So,
Well, thank you for your donation, Dr. Levi. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much.
anybody else think Obama did anything else for the black community other than that? Just out of, curiosity.
What do you think? What do you guys think about Obama? Was he a good president or a bad president? What do you think? Good president, bad president?
Well, I mean, forget the good president, bad president. For the country, he might have been good. And he was good for the country.
Good or bad for black people?
Good or bad for black people. I mean, just
There you go.
just reality. And not any. I don't want to hear any. He's not ADOS. He's not. I just want to know, your opinion. You think he was a good president for black people or a bad president for black people?
Norvell says bad.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys for the respect given to black women, says Denise. You're welcome. We don't deserve a shout out for that. We just, because that's our job. That's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, and we're lucky to be able to do that. I'm just gonna be completely honest there. Black
Absolutely.
women are goddesses on earth,
Yes.
walking around right in front of us. I don't know anywhere else where you can go and look at something that's heavenly like that, like you would with a black woman. So it's
That
just,
is so true.
yeah.
Well, you know, when black women really sprinkle their magic on something, like when they're really at their best, they're really second to none. Like, did y'all see where Simone Biles threw out the World Series pitch?
Oh my, yeah.
And was wearing her jeans and came out there and, you know, looking as gorgeous as she wanted to be,
Man.
and did that damn little somersault wearing jeans like it wasn't nothing. I thought that was so cool. I was like, wow, look, go ahead, girl, look at you.
That's just one example. I mean, and that's somebody everybody's talking about right now. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that's the really big thing is this. Most black women are out here doing some amazing things, and they're not getting any credit whatsoever,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and I think what's really missing is like the credit, and when it comes to kind of like dating and relationships. Like for some reason, you know, when I see so many black men that have completely abandoned and rejected black women,
Right. Yeah.
it's very, very strange to me.
People that I used to idolize, you know, just people that you thought would just be all about the things that we be about. You turn around, even Dave Chappelle. I love that man. I love that man.
You got the Asian wife.
They got the
don't you?
Asian wife, right? And it's
That is
just
so
like,
true.
yo, come on, man. Like, what's going on? You know,
Yeah,
what's the question?
yeah, it's very weird, very weird.
You know,
Let me see.
they say you love what you love, so I'm not gonna, you know, say anything bad about anybody's relationship. If you swirling, it's your business. But I'm telling you, it's not doing something for you like you think it is.
Well, you know, one time at one of our events, a brother came up and said, Dr. Boyce, I'm in love with my white girlfriend, but after I heard you speak, I think I'm going to break up with her. I said, oh my God, I feel really bad right now. And I feel even worse about the fact that I can't tell you that that's a bad decision. Like, I wish I could say don't do it, but I'm like, well, there's shit. I mean, there's some great black women out there that could use a good black man. And, you know, the black men that tend to come and hang out at our events and stuff, they tend to be like quality men. So I always tell women I know, I'm like, look, if you want to meet a quality man, come to one of our events. You'll meet like strong, sturdy brothers. Like, they wouldn't be there if they did not embrace a particular ideology. A lot of them are like veterans. I tend to attract a lot of veterans. If you're a veteran, shout yourself out. Thank you for your service. And it's so it's really interesting. Like, you know, so I think like generally, finding quality mates does come down to like where you hang out.
You know,
Like,
I agree with you. I've talked to a lot of like Dr. B, when he goes to these events, he gets to talk to people, but beyond the hustle and bustle, he has a lot to do. But I actually speak to a lot of people at these events. And, you know, being a recently divorced man myself, where you talk to other men, they're quick to tell you, like, yeah, I'm divorced. I was in this situation, I was in that. There's a lot of black men out here looking to be uplifted and to uplift a black woman, just to say you the same way. And they're just not finding it. And it's hard. It's hard to find someone that meets that level, that meets something that matches you. Because you feel like you're better than everybody else for whatever reason. You know, you may feel like, oh, I'm not that much better, but I know I got this right about myself. I don't want nobody that doesn't have that right about themselves. So, you know, at our events, the black men that come there, they got everything right about themselves half the time. I'm not going to say all the time. But you'd be really surprised at what type of accomplished people you can meet at our events.
Oh yeah. A lot of, well, I mean, you know, it's like across the board. You got millionaires, you got PhDs, you got doctors, lawyers,
Right.
you know, all kinds of people. And then some people are just entrepreneurs, you know, that are quietly making, you know, $100,000 a month. You know, so it's kind of a mixed bag, and it's really interesting. So let me see here. So have black women especially now. Black men have always done it at an overwhelming rate. Okay. There's nothing wrong with swirling as long as you date and marry a person based on genuine love and have something in common and not because you think the other race is better. Okay.
Well, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm gonna ask one quick question, right? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with swirling, right? You say that, I say that. Now, I don't think there's something wrong with it. I think there's something that is not fulfilling to it, right? There's a reason why black men were attacked and murdered for contemplating to touch a white woman in the past, and now it's supposed to be this grand thing. Are you feeding into the fact that they're better, or are you feeding into the fact that you think they're better? So, I mean, yeah, it's just a question I gotta ask on that. So I don't think this necessarily, swirling's okay, swirling's not okay. You love who the fuck you want to love. You're allowed to love who you want to love. Just make sure that love is based off of some non-biases that have nothing to do with, this person's not a hood bitch. This person's not a hood chick. I can deal with her. That's just the most ridiculous thing that anybody's ever said. Choosing their small environment to make a decision on the whole world's group of women, especially black women.
That's true. That is really true. Like you go to some place like California and Arizona and stuff
all they got is Spanish.
Like if the brother loses one white girl, he'll go get another one. It's very fascinating to observe. I don't understand it, and I think it's fine though. I mean, I don't think you can attack anybody for that, but I kind of feel like, you can't sort of disconnect. At least I've always felt I can't, especially in the state of crisis that the black family's in. I cannot disconnect my pro-blackness from my choices in terms of who I marry or who I try to do business with or who I try to help. It's like if, if I'm a millionaire and I say, I really care about the environment, right? And I give away, $100,000 to charitable causes and I give nothing to environmental charities.
You're a hypocrite.
Right. Right. The question is, do you really care about the environment? Is that really an issue for you? Like people that say they care about a cause usually donate something of value to that cause, right? So one of the most valuable things you can donate anywhere is your life, your future, your love, right? So, I would probably feel very uncomfortable if I was up here talking all this pro-black stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my white wife. This is my Asian wife. Like it would just seem kind of weird. And now here's what's funny though. I've gotten some shit from a few people about the fact that Alicia is light-skinned, which obviously we know that that's stupid. But
that's the dumbest thing. But at the same time, I understand why they're angry. I understand why they're upset. I mean, there's so many people out here delving into colorism so much that you got our people. I mean, we're from Kentucky, me and Boyce. So you think marrying white and marrying lighter isn't something that runs in our family? If you've met the Watkins, God, you would know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a trend. But
that is true.
The conscious decision to be with somebody who's our complexion darker is not because that's the decision we went to make based off of that. It was, okay, that's a black woman. That's a woman that not only meets my needs, meets my wants, but she's actually trying to uplift me and understand everything I would go through as a black man. I can't look that in the face and say that's wrong.
Well, my thing is like, I would not. Alicia's 100% black. I think somebody asked if she's
black.
And she's like, both of her parents are black, and my mother's light skinned like that too. And I just think it would like be a stupid strategy to be like, okay, we're gonna leave all the light skinned women lonely. And, we're gonna leave them.
They leave this colorism alone, though. I mean,
right,
if you're black
right. I
and
think
you
that's
have to suffer black problems.
And
you have a black parent, then you're black. I mean, that's just how this country's gonna see you, anyways.
Oh yeah, well I know my fiance wasn't just black. She lived a black experience. She was fucking Gary, with violence and all the niggatry, all the negativity, all the powerful niggatry and the negativity that you could experience. She saw it all firsthand. Gary, the murder capital of the world, poor as fuck, like had no money in the house. Like she would be like, oh, like I think I said something like, remember when you used to when your mama used to take you to McDonald's once every 2 weeks and that was a big deal? She was like, your mama could afford to take you to McDonald's?
Right.
Yeah, like that's what she was saying. She'd be like, we never ate at McDonald's because my mama could never afford that, and so it's just kind of like, it's kind of interesting for her because she'll have these people that will be like, oh, but you're light skinned, like you're like a white person. And she's like, there's nothing about my experience as a black woman that is equivalent to that of a white female. Like she's aware of colorism. Like she'll talk about that. Like, sometimes people are nicer because you're light skinned, or white people can tolerate a light skinned black person better than a dark skinned person. Like if Obama had looked like Wesley Snipes, he never would have been president of the United States. No. Ever. He never would have got elected. No matter how many great speeches he gave, they would never elect a dark Obama to the White House. But, at the same time, it's just so funny because, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, they're washing windows. I just got splashed. But at the same time, it's just kind of like for her, she's like, my whole experience was very black. All my friends were black. My school was 100% black. And she went to this performing arts school that was like all black called Emerson.
Oh,
Gary.
yeah,
Yeah, and they had these really talented kids that could sing and dance and do all this stuff. You know, so it's just kind of I'm not a fan of colorism. I don't buy into any of that.
I mean, you got to ask where it roots out of, though. It roots right out of racism still, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
If you black and you being colorist, you might as well be being racist. I mean, whether you want to say that or not. Because whether you take in into consideration at all is the fact that you're saying, okay, I agree with Caucasian people that the lighter they are, the less black they are. And it doesn't make any damn sense. If you go to Africa right now, you see some people of all different complexions, not just dark skin. And if you think it's just that way, you need to go to Africa. Just being honest with you. You meet Sierra Leoneans, you're going to meet Sierra Leoneans who are light skinned, you're going to meet Sierra Leoneans who are dark skinned. And not because their mama's white. You know, it's just, it's sad. You know, it's sad. We have a long history and culture. And, you know, for a lot of us, yeah, it is rape. And for others, it's a lot more than that. You know, you have to ask, the skin tone don't really make you black. What makes you black? You know?
Yeah. Well, I think that what makes you black is how you carry yourself, what you identify with, and I guess your experience.
Yep.
You know.
And the way the world treats you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Along with all of that. I mean, I think that has to do with not just your experience and how you react to the world, but the way the world treats you specifically. Black people have a very original way of being treated. You don't really see other people getting treated like that. There's other people, places where people hate other people, but you don't see it the way it happens to us here in this country, to where they need our money, they need our resources, they need our bodies, they need our jobs, they need our backs, they need us to make clothing and everything else. But at the same time, they hate us.
Yeah, right. Well, we've been invited to go to South Africa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody said go to South Africa. Okay, Mark Thomas, I see you have a Black Empire class question. If you have a question, if you have any question involving the Black Business School, all you have to do, very easy. We have a world-class customer support team. So just shoot an email to support@theblackbusinessschool.com. That's support@theblackbusinessschool.com, and they will definitely answer your question and take very good care of you. We have excellent customer support. In fact, if anybody wants to talk to one of our wealth advisors or one of our people that can help you figure out what to do with your economic future, feel free to go to theblackbusinessschool.com. That's theblackbusinessschool.com. Hit the thumbs up button, by the way, so more people come into the chat. What about Toronto? We should go to Toronto just to say that we went. You know?
It's not bad there. It's not bad. I think it'd be interesting. We just came back from Niagara recently.
Oh, you went to Niagara?
Yeah.
That's right, you did go to Niagara because
It's still racist there. Yep.
Well,
Even as a tourist town, though. That's what surprised me, though. Like,
it's racist everywhere.
It's true, though.
Shit, maybe I'm fucking racist. You come at my house. We got black supremacy in my house.
I know, right?
Yeah, we got black supremacy in our
White guy comes, he gets the small table with kids.
Right. White supremacists don't bother me because I'm probably a black supremacist. So shit, you before I worry about your white supremacy, you're gonna have to worry about my black supremacy because I know my shit don't stink as a black man. I know that for black people, I know how great we are, and I'm very proud of who we are. And I think it's okay for us to put ourselves first, and we've earned it. Like, we've shown the world how extraordinary we are. Like, look at what we've gone through, what we've overcome, what we've accomplished. Everybody wants to compete with us.
Right.
We're like the Golden State Warriors of humanity. We keep winning championships, and everybody wants to come take us down. So, you know, when you become great like that, you got to defend your title. You know, no other group on earth can come back from slavery. 250 years of the worst slavery known to man. And then within 10, 15 years, you got PhDs writing books and surgeons and, you know, all this other stuff. I mean, we're pretty...
we were doing it during slavery. I mean, you go back to
Yes.
Frederick Douglass, and then you just kind of go on to that trend that he started. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get my PhD regardless. You know?
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, like black people don't, you know, we don't have anything to fear. The only thing that can destroy black people is other black people. You know, like that, or, you know, that we can only destroy ourselves. So I kind of think that we've been sitting in line. It's like you're driving down the freeway and your car could go 120 miles an hour, but you're driving behind somebody that's going 60 or 30, right? You're driving behind white people and you're trying to get validation from people who are not valid. You're trying to get approval from people who are not qualified to approve shit. You're up here copying people who ain't nothing but copycats themselves, you know, when they're really copying you. So you got to get out of that lane. Like, get out of that lane, get out of the white supremacy lane, and stop being a white supremacist. You know, they're on the pedestal because you put them on the pedestal. They matter because you desire to talk about them so much. You know, but really at the end of the day, I think we need to talk more about ourselves.
Our code. Yeah, like any rules they come up with, anything they say, you know, you a token black guy, none of that should matter to us.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing should
Absolutely
matter
not.
to us. You know?
Absolutely not.
We should have our own set of code and rules that only matters to us. And when other people try to put codes and rules on us, we should be like, what the fuck? We don't want your shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's what I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of us looking inward.
Right.
You know, just saying, okay, rather than trying to combat and counter what somebody else is doing all the time, you know, put yourself in a position of true power where they're trying to combat and counter you.
Right.
You know, like I was talking to Vicky about, you know, just dealing with like haters. Like I said, Vicky, the better you are at what you do, as great as you are at what you do, the more haters you're going to attract. You know, it's like when the sun is out there, and you and I talked about that. Right. The sun is so powerful and so massive, and its gravitational field is so strong that when the more powerful the sun is and the more it shines, the more the planets are going to revolve around that sun. The planets and the debris in the solar system reacts to the power of the sun. The sun is not supposed to react to the movements of a planet, right? The sun, if the sun decides to start trying to revolve around a planet, then the sun will not shine as much. The sun will lose its power. So I told her, I said, just keep shining. I said, don't waste your time fighting with any black person. She doesn't do that anyway, but I was just kind of encouraging. And you know, it's like, don't waste your time fighting with no petty Negroes, because petty Negroes are little planets, and you are the sun. And really, for the sun to exhibit its power, all the sun has to do is shine. So when you shine, your gravitational field and the power of that energy is going to cause all the little nigglets of the solar system to start revolving around you. And because every time the sun starts shining, people start reacting to what the sun just did. And that's the way you want to go through life. I think that's true for everybody. Oh, you want to go this way? Okay.
No, never mind.
Y'all say we'll block up this way. Yeah, so honestly, at the end of the day, somebody said a black hole will destroy your sun. There you go. That might be even better, right? It's all about your power, knowing your power, right? The sun does not act and react based on what the planets just did. You know, the sun just gets up every day and just shines. It just keeps shining and burning, and it affects everything that's around it. And that's what I decided a long time ago. I remember deciding I want to be the sun. All I'm gonna do is go out here and shine. But if you're running and you're that powerful, then the debris around you is going to react to that. Right. People are going to react to you. Like, you're going to get haters, you're going to get commenters, you're going to get people chit-chatting or whatever. And just each day, you just get up and keep shining. Because if you start focusing on what the little-minded people are doing, then you're going to become a small-minded person and you won't be able to do anything great. You know, small minds sit around and think about people all day, and I don't do that. I try to think about my vision, and then you let the people react to whatever that vision is. Let's go across here. All right, guys, I'm about to go. So if you want to come hang out with us in New York, feel free to go to drboycenewyork.com. That's drboycenewyork.com. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We are in New York.
Peace and shalom to all my people.
Peace and shalom.
Peace and shalom.
All right. And don't forget, if you have a black-owned business and you want to be listed in our directory, we're building a big directory of black-owned businesses in different cities. So feel free to go to theblackbusinesslist.com. That's theblackbusinesslist.com. Until January 1st, you'll be able to list for free. So just list your business, list the city, state, what industry. You're going to make as big of a directory as we can. So that's theblackbusinesslist.com. See you guys soon. Have a good night.